Welcome to a new type of video we're calling Small Town Downtown. And in this video, and maybe in the future, if you like this, we'll do more, is we're kind of just breezing through towns and showing you the kind of historic downtown area. Most small towns have some old buildings, some interesting architecture, and so that's what we're going to do on this video. I found myself in Oklahoma, heading back to where I live in Wichita, Kansas, and going to take some two-lane roads and find some small towns and see what cool, interesting buildings they have downtown. The only rules I have are that it has to be an incorporated town. You have to have less than 5,000 people, and it's not a town that I've previously profiled on this channel. So if you wonder why I skip a town along the way, it might be because I've already done a video about that town and shown all these buildings already. At the very end of the video, I'm gonna give my ranking of all the towns in this video based on their downtown. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video for that. So let's go ahead and get started. We're right near Ringwood, Oklahoma, so that'll be our first town. Ringwood is in Major County, Oklahoma, and has a population of 401. The town was given its name because it was ringed by woods from northwest to southeast. However, the town is no longer accurate to its name. It was established in 1894. Population has always been between 200 and 500, and there is a nice collection of old buildings in this downtown area. Meno is also in Major County, Oklahoma, population 198. The town is named after Mennonite leader Meno Simons and was founded in 1899 by David Cohn, who omitted one of the N's when filling out the post office application. Not too much of a downtown here in Meno. I couldn't find a lot of old downtown buildings, but this is Main Street of Lahoma, which is in Garfield County, Oklahoma, population 539. The name was formed from the last three syllables of Oklahoma. Founded in 1894, but originally sited about 1 mile from the present location. Then the town's buildings, businesses, and homes were moved to the current location in 1901 to be adjacent to the newly laid railroad line. Carrier has a rather unique main street that goes through town, a little curve around the bend here. It's a town in Garfield County, Oklahoma, with a population of only 90. The original name of Carrier comes from the first postmaster, Solomon Carrier. Post office was established in 1897, but the town was not incorporated until 1972. Population definitely has gotten smaller since it was incorporated, but I did really enjoy driving through this little downtown. One more town in Garfield County here is Hillsdale, with a population of only 75. Hillsdale was named after the topography of the land. The town was originally known as Hills Station when it was founded in 1870, and then the next year was changed to Hillsdale. It has been a pretty small town all along, with the highest population in the early 1900s. Pond Creek is in Grant County, Oklahoma, with a population of 885. It was settled as a town during the Cherokee Strip land run in 1893, and according to local reports, the government town site of Pond Creek was first entered at 2:10 a.m. on the day of the run. By the evening, it contained 8,000 inhabitants, had a hotel, restaurants, a dozen law offices, 2 general stores, and 6 grocery stores. However, the settlers soon found there was not enough water to support the new town. So the population was around 822 in the early 1900s and has just slightly larger today. Medford is the county seat of Grant County, Oklahoma, and at the 2020 census, the population was 932. Town was named for Medford, Massachusetts, which was the hometown of a railroad official. Post office was established in 1893, and the townspeople voted to incorporate it in 1894. It was chosen as the county seat in 1908. You see that county seat helped the population go up over 1,000 in the early 1900s. It's been pretty steady, staying just under 1,000 in the last couple of censuses. As we cross over into Kansas, our first town is Caldwell, which is in Sumner County, Kansas, population of 1,025. It was founded in 1871 and named for Senator Alexander Caldwell. It was incorporated in 1879. The Chisholm Trail ran along the east side of the community from 1867 to 1871. It's also known as the ornate box turtle capital of the world. The first census, the population was 1,005, and it's gone up and down to its current of 1,025, just 20 more than it was in 1880. Conway Springs is also in Sumner County, Kansas, and has a population of 1,086. It was founded in 1884 and named after the town of Conway, New Hampshire, and American writer Moncure Conway, as well as a nearby mineral spring. Population has gone up and down like a lot of these towns and has been pretty steady, a little bit over 1,000 for the past 60 years. Clearwater is our final town. It's in Sedgwick County, Kansas. It has a population of 2,653. First settled in 1870, then platted in 1872. It was named after the Ninnascaw River. Ninnascaw comes from the Osage Indian language where Ninna means water and Ska means clear. The name of the post office was actually two words, Clear Water, until 1894. Being close to Wichita has certainly helped increase the population. So that's the 10 towns and this first video of small town, downtown. Which one was your favorite? How would you rank them? I'm going to tell you about my top 3, and then I'll just show you the list after that. So Caldwell, Kansas has to be number 1 for me. Tons of great old buildings downtown. It's about as good as it gets. Certainly a town I want to go back and maybe do a Small Town USA video later on. Number 2 for me is going to be Medford, Oklahoma. Once again, another town with a lot of old buildings. You know, the larger towns have a bit of advantage over the smaller towns in a list like this, but Medford does a great job, and and lots of cool buildings to check out. And number 3 for me is going to be a tie, and the first one is Conway Springs, Kansas, and it's got some old buildings, just not near as many as the top 2 I listed. And then the first one, Ringwood, Oklahoma, smaller town, but I thought it had some great kind of old Western feel to it. A lot of cool buildings for a town that size. So what did you think? What was your number 1? Make your list if you want to, 1 through 10. Here's my complete list of 1 through 10. They're all great little towns. Obviously, some of the towns don't have a full-fledged historic downtown like others. That's the first episode of Small Town Downtown. Look for more of those in the coming weeks and months here on the channel. I really love exploring the downtown areas of these little towns. It's an awesome way to learn a little bit about the town and to see some great old architecture.